My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Cryptmaster, where I figured out what Nixums must have been. It's obviously domination. As a young girl, Nix would make her servants battle each other in the kitchen implements, in the palace gardens. What about Joro? Nope, doesn't immediately come to mind, so we'll move onwards. Now, we made sure that we got deeper into the swamps again, so that we can try and redeem where we died previously. This looks new. Wait, hang on. Maybe this is a path to an earlier area. What if I talk to the garden behold?
It's a myth that us rats are not very hygienic. We're actually tremendously hygienic. In fact, every few days, me and some of the fellas like to get together and have a good old groom. Really get into some of those awkward places. You're, welcome to come, no pressure. I can, leave you some literature if you like.
Yes. Yes, please. Please. Please and thank you. Dang. I'm not able to enact that, unfortunately. Deathwing! So this goes back to bone houses. This isn't the room with the altar, right? Nope, this is room one past the altar. Okay, as it turns out, I could have gotten much deeper into the swamps very quickly, just by passing through this passage. Oops. We know now, though. No fish in this area. Back to the palace. Let's take the left. Already been there? And I didn't think that was the way that I entered it, so now I'm kind of confused about the pathing of it all. It's okay. It'll become more cohesive in my head at some point. Bombfish! The S would be nice. No. Actually, none of these letters are really necessary. I'll take it. But all of these have been had recently. Let's take that up. Just in case it was on Nix's. And it wasn't. Hit, jab, salmon. And jostle them for the final. XX. No more X's? I had to imagine that was the case. Alright. No, that's just looping back to an area. I've lost the bead on where the new areas that I haven't explored are. Deeply embarrassingly. I'm gonna head back down this way towards the fishing pond. Nope. It's apparently not this way. It's from the palace entrance, I think. Yep, there's the fishing pools at the end. If I recall correctly, there's also a skull in this room that I haven't figured out.
What nonsense are you talking now?
Oh.
Stop repeating yourself.
Whoops, accidentally didn't E. get a letter R for both Sink and Maz. In the entrance to this fishing pool, though.
Just remember to throw back the ones that talk. You can't eat those.
Ross Tail. I'll happily take some vowels, especially O. Superstore, soup store, cell store. For Maz. Prickle nose, maybe? There's gotta be something here that I want. L. Probably be the best one here for us. Dang. Jagaback, I'd take a G happily. Yeah, none of those letters were actually going to be particularly useful. That is the R, B, and the A that it was willing to give me. Sure, I'll just take the A. Actually does turn out to be pretty easy. Oh! That's got to be Sink, training.
Training.
As a girl, Sin was made to train from sunrise to sunset every day from sunset until sunrise every night. She learned to sleep while doing the squats. Joro, yours is obviously cartwheel.
Cartwheel.
Joro once killed a retreating general by throwing a cartwheel across a chasm at him. It was the great regret of his life that nobody else saw it. Maz? I would have thought it was sellsword if the A didn't come up. Is there sans sword? No? No clue for Maz at the moment still. Looks like we've got all we can out of this area, which is to say we never needed to actually come back to this in the first place. Dud bug. Whoop. An abandoned receptacle? My pleasure. We found a new room! Woo! Hit. Jab. Zap. Sing. Zap and jab. Take that G, thank you. Fair enough that it doesn't come with anything, but it's definitely time to start taking these again. I really want to get Maz before I open this receptacle, but I can't always order things like that.
This one looks boring.
Why don't you? Remember something about it.
Once I did use these. Very frequently, in fact. I like to read, and I think these were useful for reading.
Glasses is 7 letters, so it's not that. I liked to read. Candle, perhaps. Candle. Why don't you touch it? Waxy?
Smooth and a little pliable.
Smooth and a little pliable. Taste. Smell. Smell?
Not unpleasant.
I'm gonna guess candle?
Ah, yes, a candle.
Ah, Maz Sandstorm. That'll do it. Maz remembers a great storm in the desert. A twisting column of sand and fury that blasted his body and wrecked his packed lunch. And that's a euphemism. Sin. What about yours? If it was 5 letters, I would say that's evade, as it starts and ends with an E. Flip for jaw? It is flip! Deals 2 damage to the enemy, but also 2 damage to Joro.
Calmly now, Joro.
Sin, what about escape?
Escape?
Really surprised
What a
it's not
silly suggestion.
that. For a rogue, you really would have felt like escape would have been starts and ends with E for 6 letters. Events. Alright. We'll move onward. Zip up! Hit. Jab, jab, swing, zap, jab. And I'm ready to hit. I haven't taken a pee. Come on. Ooh, very instructive for Nyx. That's obviously puppet. Deals 2 damage for each P in the enemy's name. Okay, so each of those skills has the similarity that they are 6 letters long and they deal damage based on their first letter. Cackle, rattle, and now the puppet. I would have assumed that would have been puddle, actually. Empire.
I beg your pardon? Empire? What a strange thing to say.
I just thought that might be for Sai. Let's do some soothing so that Sai has a longer name again. Okay, now we recall that her name is Sink. Cavefly, perfect. Has a C in it. Very happy to see it.
Joro.
I'm so glad we persisted. We have found the kid.
I made you look.
Talk.
Yuck! You lot smell awful. Why do you smell so bad?
Why do I smell so
It
bad?
must be because you're dead. Dead people are the worst. They smell like rotten eggs mixed with dead fish. It must suck being dead. I saw a dead person run into a wall and his head fell off. What do you miss most about being alive?
Breathing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I would miss that too. Listen, I can put my tail in my ear and it comes out my nose. You want to see? Anyway, what are you weirdos doing here? Did my dad send you to find me?
He did indeed.
I thought so. He's too lazy to wash his own dishes. But anyone can say that, and my mum told me never to go off with weird zombies because they might murder me. That was before she went off with a bunch of weird zombies, and I haven't seen her since. Anyway, if my dad sent you, then what's my name?
Oh boy. Kiddo.
Nah, that's not it. Nobody calls me that.
Someone calls you that, kiddo. Alright then. What is your name? Do I have a note about it? Poor Ratty is lost in the swamp.
Hey, what do you miss most about being alive?
Food.
Is that what you used to eat? I only eat fish heads. But I guess I would miss those if I was dead. Listen, I can put my thumbs in my butt and run around on my elbows. Oh, you want to see? Anyway, what are you weirdos doing here? Did my dad send you to find me?
I'd prefer to see the tail and the ear nose thing. That seems a little more couth. Ratty.
Whatever. So you're just wandering around in the swamps, eh? You must be really dumb, I guess. Anyway...
Okay, never mind. I have to tell you yes
Hey!
to that one. Got it.
What do you mean?
What do I miss most about being alive? Well, it's gotta be bleeding. Big fan of that.
I don't even know what that is. You sure you didn't make that up? Listen, I can put my tail in my ear and it comes out my nose. You want to see?
Yes, your dad did
I
send
thought
us.
so.
And your name is Ratty.
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Okay, I'll come with you if you do something for me first. I buried a really valuable treasure out in these swamps, but I'm too scared of the toadmen to go and dig it up. I drew a funny picture to help me remember where I left it. Just look for the picture and dig up my treasure.
Ratty's treasure note. Ratty has hidden a precious treasure in the swamp and drawn a picture on a wall to mark the spot. Go there and dig it up. D-I-G, dig, it says. Where's this? Drawing upon the wall. Am I missing something obvious? It seems like it should be near him, right? None of these walls seem to have anything drawn upon them.
Have you come back without...
Got it. Gosh. Ratty has hidden a precious treasure in the swamps and drawn a picture on the wall to mark the spot. Okay, so I'm just looking for a picture on the wall anywhere in the swamps. I'm not looking for a picture on the wall here to lead me into a certain area. So am I just inspecting the wall of the swamp everywhere? Is that the go here? There's a lot of swamp, is my concern. Take a little bit of that, only a dash. Ooh, Tic Tac. Is that the app that all the kids are on? Drew a picture on the wall. I feel like it's got to be something that previously felt like it was a dead end, where now I will just know to go and dig. How obvious is it going to be, though? Am I going to need to, like, closely inspect every part of the wall? I hope not. Back to the fishing pools. I feel like it's not going to be in the fishing pools. I'm just making guesses at this point because I want to limit the area that I actually have to check. If I can't limit this scope, oh boy. Blackjack.
I don't understand what you mean.
Could be any the areas where we otherwise would be lurking or skulking. I'll take Toonfish. Yeah, been a while since we have a Ness. Elapse. No, that's obviously not it for sync. Impose. Strange. That seems like a unique form of word. E space P space S-E. Oh, expose. There we go.
Expose.
Deals 1 damage and destroys armor. Makes sense. Let's get the jazz back, sure. Why not? I'm bringing jazz back. With an A that is very underwhelming. Oh, is that it? The skull sigil there that has a mark on the map? Dig.
What is that disgusting odor?
Did Ratty bury a fart? You've dug up its treasure, now you can convince him to go home. Hey, I'm glad that I managed to find it as quickly as we did.
Charo.
Hit. Zap, sing, zap. And then I just gotta wait for a hit. I'll take an eye again, sure. Certainly could have been worse. Show me Ratty. Nope, wrong way. God, I get lost in this so easily. This was the right path, right? Oh, God. My apologies for my very, very poor navigation. It's entirely... yeah. I don't know. Let's head back to the palace, right? It was back palace way from here. Gets us our new split. Pop it. And then hit and jab. Take a V. Felt like it had been a while. There we go. Woo! We've got the kid. All right, Ratty. I found your fart.
I made you look. Look at your faces. I farted in a hole and you dug it up. This is the best day of my life. I'm going back home now. I'm getting hungry. See you later, losers.
Honestly, he's right. He made us just smell his fart. We are losers. He got us. He absolutely got us. Now I need to find an even more dastardly and inventive way to make him have to smell arse. I went in a big circle. Yeah, it turns out I went in a big circle away from the actual solution for a while there. Got it. So there's the locked area that I have not been able to open. But other than that, we're free to go back to the bone house and continue from there. So I'm gonna take the walk.
All right, that's close enough. You can't see the Piper unless you're royalty. He don't mix with the hoi polloi, you know. So, are you royalty?
Behold, I am royalty.
I'm not interested. The only royals I know of around here are buried in those fancy tombs by the river. And you don't look like you crawled out of a fancy tomb, so scuttle along, you peasants.
Excuse me?
Ah, it's you jokers again. I already told you. You're not on the list unless you're royalty. If you have any questions, you should go see the Fink. He's been here longer than any of us. He, hangs around near the big eyeball. You can't miss him.
Okay, we can ask Fink about the possibility of finding a crown.
I made you look.
However, oh yes, I was about to say, I want to find the father rat.
Well, I see my boy is back. I don't know how to begin to thank you, so I won't even try. In fact, I'm a little bit annoyed with you. I've forgotten what a pain in the tail he is. He's already broken 3 dishes today.
Buddy, I don't know what to tell you, but didn't come out the womb bad. You raised him. Talk to Ratty.
Hey, I've got a question for you. If you were starving and the only things to eat were a grub and a leech, which one would you eat?
I would eat a grub, and the reason for this is because they are exceptionally edible. I don't know how much additional information I need to give you on that one.
Ha ha! You think just like a leech.
Alright. Let's head back into the bone houses. For that, of course, we got a portable cauldron. For your convenience, a portable cauldron. To use it, just say alchemy. Cool. If we go towards the tombs, we'll be able to find Fink, and we can ask him about the crowns.
You old corpse is still going. What do you need?
Crowns.
Ah, so you're monarchists, eh? You should go have a squint at the fancy tombs behind that big eyeball. Some real blue bloods buried in there.
How? Alright, what if I ask you about the tomb?
Ah, you want to get past the big eyeball over there, do ya? Want to get into the tombs, eh? Well, let me give you a little hint. He's not as tough as he looks. Tell him you're robbers, and he'll open right up.
I'm gonna ask to see if I can get any information about the door in the swamp. So, door?
Ah, you want to get past the big eyeball over there,
Right,
do you?
it's the same thing. Swamp. Yeah, it's code, maybe? Okay. I imagine we've gotten the available information from this one. Let's leave.
Ta-ta for now.
What is your business here as a royal tomb?
I'm here for a bit of good old grave robbery.
You're tomb robbers? Why would you tell me that? Well, you can't come in. Be gone!
Oh, come on! Fink said you're a pushover. What gives, Fink?
You told him you were going to rob the tomb. Oh, I never thought you'd actually do it, you bunch of idiots. All right, that's the best laugh I've had in ages. So, I'm going to do you a little favour. I'm going to tell you the real way to get in. But you got to do something for me first. It's only a little thing.
Come on!
I get so bored up here. I just want a game of cards. What do you say?
I already asked if I could play cards.
Too late anyway. I've dealt them out now.
Well, I was typing play.
Okay. This game is called Whatever. You got that? Whatever. You ever want to play with someone, you just say whatever to them, okay? Not everybody plays, but a lot of folk do. Okay, let's see what you've got. Right, try to pick 2 letters that are on your cards. You'll damage me for every letter you pick that is also in the name of one of your cards.
Okay, and the 2 letters have to be next to one another. Got it. So, Flap, Bow, Pock, and Gab are here.
Now it's my turn. We take turns until one of us is at 0. That means you've lost. If you've lost, then the other fella has won. That's bad for you, but good for the other fella. Now remember, when you fill out a whole name, it has the effect that is written on that card. You with me?
I am now. I hit down. I was not meaning to actually submit my answer. I was hoping that I might be able to inspect the cards, but the cards themselves are hidden by the text, so... Flap, take an additional turn, I think it says. Bow, heal 3 damage, or... yeah, heals 3 damage. Pock, load 1 additional letter, and then Gab, deal 2 damage. So, with Flap, Bow, Pock, and Gab on the board, we have 2 O's and we have 2 B's. That's quite common, so we'll do O and B. 4 damage to the enemy. Okay. So out of the remaining, we have A as the most common letter and P. A and P. We don't have A and P offered on the board, but if we drop an H and an F, or an H and a K, we can get Bow. Giving us a new card as well as healing 3 of our damage. And we can get past 40. Great, that's good to know. P. P is very common letter at the moment. Unfortunately, still don't have one. There's an F. There's an F next to an L. That's not bad. We've got Flap. Seeing a P or an A would be great. There's no P. I think I need a new hand. I think you can hit down to get a new hand? Yep, good. Okay. N. We've got an N. We've got G. Oh man, this is a bad hand as well. I'll take the G. You gave me an X on both sides. Yeah, how do you expect me to play with the X? I'll take the N. I'll take all of the ones that can even theoretically... Oh! Okay, even if I've already used a letter, like F in Flap, it still does damage when I select it. That's useful to know. Let's take this P because I really want to get Pock out on the board. Load an additional letter is what Pock allows us to do. Oh, Pock. Pock is back. Get a brand new round. An A would give us 2 cards immediately. An I would give us 1 card as well. So I'll use the I. Nip them for 2 damage. hollow. I mean, there is an L available here. I don't understand what the darkened letter is.
No.
Yep, couldn't tell you for the life of me. Oh, we'll take the L and the K so that Pock manages to get the K unlocked
Yeah,
while we also
low.
do 3 damage with Flap and Tolo. Seeing an O comes up makes it very easy for starting to work towards Pock and Tolo's completion.
Enough of that!
There's the A we've been looking for. Flap and Gab. Load an additional monster, deal an additional 2 damage. Loading an additional monster early seems like a really good play. There's no T on the board. There's no P. I'm gonna draw a new hand. Ooh! There's an O and a P next to one another.
Ouch!
Still a whole mess of damage to the enemy. And I'd love to see Tolo finish him off. Converts 2 letters into wild letters, does Tolo. Oh, wild letters is what the black
Would you
ones
look
are.
at that? Now, you kept your side of the bargain, so I'm gonna keep mine. Every now and then, someone arrives from the surface with a bag to deliver. Apparently, it's tribute for the dead kings and queens. Some sort of bureaucratic oversight. They still get paid by the places they conquered. Much good it'll do them in there.
I guess they can take it with them. Though if we use the word tribute, we'll be able to get into the next room. That's a fun card game. I want to play that again. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody, and the name of the game, it's been Cryptmaster. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation down below. It finally became a card game. Special thanks to supporters over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I above the thank tier, and a special thanks this episode to Kimaru. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.